Good day, good day. Welcome to the Life and Transitions Experts YouTube channel, Facebook group, and space where we're helping folks through some of the biggest challenges and transitions in their life. My name is Courtney Rollins. I am the host and operator of, the host of Life and Transitions Experts YouTube channel, but I'm also the founder and operator of Estate Pro Service LLC. We focus in North Carolina on helping people make probate and estate planning easier while creating income and wealth primarily through real estate. One of the hats I wear is a real estate investor, and one of the ways that I find properties that I'm able to turn into an investment is by helping people through probate. Quite often, there are people who inherit properties, and many of them want to either sell the property quickly so they can pay for some of the debt that's part of the estate, and or they want to unlock some of the inheritance. Other things I do is help people figure out ways that they can hold on to the property through the estate planning and keep it in the family, turn it into an actual asset. It's not one size fit all. It's really what solutions work best for you. And so hopefully this content right here is something that will support things that you're going through. I base all my content off of true experiences. Now, I'm not an attorney and I'm not giving financial or legal advice. I am sharing my experience, and hopefully it's helpful to folks because I know the probate process is not something that people go through often. Hopefully, if you've gone through it before, you know that it's not something you want to go through again or have your family put you through. So you want to make sure that you have everything in place before you pass away to make sure you avoid probate. And there are legal instruments and tools that are readily available to you right now that you can use. Feel free to reach out to me and I can share some of the relationships and discounts that I have with some of these documents that you can prepare to make sure that you're good to go. Yeah, I would love to help you with that. But today we're actually going to talk about when you're dealing with probate, one of the biggest challenges is all the deadlines. And probate, as long as it is and as it can be, which is one of the big challenges with it, there still may not be enough time for you to get things done. So you may need more time. And how do you do that? So we're going to look specifically at North Carolina, what you may need to do to if you need more time to complete your the probate process. All right. If you have any questions or comments, please throw them in there, and I'll hopefully be able to respond to them, and or may give me content for future so that I can help people down the road. Probate's the legal process of settling the affairs of someone who's passed away. As I said, if you pass away with property in your name, either that's real, like a house or land, or personal property that has value, or if you pass away with debt directly for you, there has to be a legal way to rectify to address those, and that's the probate process. All right, and so a couple things you need to do is understand the deadline. All right, understand what is the deadline that you have for this, either filing the inventory or filing the notes to creditors or filling out the final or yearly account. What are those deadlines? Because know that after the deadlines, there is a certain amount that's cost, a fee that's cost to you each day that you're delayed, and it can add up. It's not huge, and I don't have exactly the number here. I was looking it up before I got then I got distracted, but I can put that in the show notes. But you want to avoid that anyways. You can avoid having to pay those fees that tacked on by knowing what the deadline is and asking for an extension beforehand. Make sure you have some valid reason. Quite often it could be, especially when you're trying to fill out the inventory, you're trying to figure out what the actual amount, the value is. You're waiting for the appraisal. You're waiting for the blue book information to come back about the car, or whatever that may be. Or perhaps you're having a hard time connecting with other folks who have vested interests, like heirs and folks you need to get on board to be able to sell the property or sell the car or address some of the debt. Or perhaps you're negotiating the debt. Whatever the reason is, you need to be able to explain that. And those are all valid reasons right there, things that are going to help the estate. And that's your responsibility as a personal representative. Also, make sure that you gather any supporting documents. If you have people that said, "Hey, I need you to call me back next week," but your notice to creditors um, or your inventory is due in 2 days, you can have that document stating that, "Hey, I can't speak to these people until this time, or this is the situation with my attorney. I am switching attorneys." Um, you need to have those documents so that you can support your claim. Number four, go ahead and draft the motion is just a fancy way of saying fill out the form. Form 206, I believe it is. I think I have the form here down the road, but it's 200 maybe be. Don't quote me on that. But there's a form that you use to ask for an extension that's really blanket for almost any court procedure in North Carolina. And so, specific, there's some that you can write out for or you use for the to get asked for request extension for the estate. And of course, you can, during the reasoning, the valid reasoning, explain how this is impacting you. This is really taking me a while to get all the inventory here, or to get this heir on board, or have been able to speak to his attorney because of this reason right here, and it's causing the delay. All right. Once you turn it in, they'll give them. They'll usually usually will approve it unless there's some reason that they want that's super valid. They'll explain that to you. So that's really what served and filed motion. Those are fancy ways of saying submit it, turn it in, have it there, and then after that they will once it's thumbed up, agreed upon, then you will when they say attend the hearing, sometimes they'll just actually give you the thumbs up that you can now attend the next step, whether it's or the closing of the account or submitting inventory. They'll reschedule that for you. Is basically what I'm saying. So follow the orders, and you should be good to go. All right. Now, if you need support, I always encourage you to seek legal advice. I do have a connection with great North Carolina attorneys. If you're not in the state of North Carolina, feel free to still reach out because I do have connections with uh, probate attorneys across the nation that can hopefully support you in that. All right. Feel free to reach out to me as well. I'm like the hub and the wheel, I say. I try to help in many different ways, and hopefully I'll be able to support you and make this go a lot more smoothly and easier. You get back to your life. I am Courtney Rollins. This is LITE. That's Life in Transitions Experts. LITE. Let your light shine. Cheers.